Hey, wanted to jump outside, make a quick little video. Side note, I'm only wearing socks. I don't know why I thought I wanted to share that, but just had a question from somebody and wanted to wanted to jump out off the computer and come outside to make a little video, enjoy some sunshine. But I want to talk about if we've got a dog who, sorry, I'm very distracted today. There's a really cool orb weaver spider up there. Nice web there, catching all my other bugs and eating those. But has a new puppy in the house, and their older dog is not acting very nicely to that new puppy. So wanted to talk a little bit about just having interactions with different animal interactions, be it your dog does not behave appropriately with a new dog in the house, or a puppy, or a cat, or anything like that. So what we're doing with a couple of the dogs that we have in right now for board and train is we've got our two indoor-outdoor cats, and when we are exposing those dogs, so Ruthie right now she does not do well with a lot of other animals, dogs and cats included in the home and outside of their home. So the first thing that I want to do when I'm introducing her to the cats, for example, is have her have very, very small, short encounters with the cats that are positive. So a couple key components to that: short, very short, and relaxed. I'm not going to have the level of calm relaxation that is the end goal. I'm not going to have that on day one or day two, right? But I'm not going to let Ruthie get closer to the cats or the other dogs if she is pulling on the leash, if she is fixated, locked on that animal, dog, cat, whatever, or if she's being reactive in any way. So if she's growling, snarling, barking, lunging, pulling on the leash, we are not getting any closer. It's not going to happen until I have a better demeanor behavior out of her. So obviously you have to have a solid loose leash walk first, right? You have to at least be able to have your dog be relatively calm and not pulling on the leash, because tension on the leash is going to contribute to leash reactivity and just tension in general. That tension is felt by our dogs and is going to contribute negatively to their behavior. So we want to have a loose leash, okay? So our dogs can be interested, obviously, and aware and curious of the other animal, but not fixated. So like looking at the cat or other dog, like looking, okay, I'm interested. But if they're locked on, especially if they're posturing, right? They've got an erect body, ears, tails, saying that I'm very, very alert. I'm not going to let that dog get any closer, because their intent is not good. So loose leash, calmer demeanor. And I'm not gonna try and get super close right off the bat. If we've got a dog that's bitten or attacked another animal before, or is way too reactive, super pushy, because I don't want that encounter to be negative for either dog, for the dominant dog or the recipient. And then when I can get a calmer demeanor, the encounter is going to be only as close as I think I can get without allowing the dog, so like in our case right now, we're working with Ruthie, I'm not going to allow her to get over aroused. So that might only be 15 feet away. That might be as close as we get the first time, right? But I want them to have that encounter, if you will, that experience together, even at a distance where it was pretty calm, neutral. Okay, so that might just be like walking by the other dog or cat. Cool, like she was able to walk by and not lose it. Or if we walk toward the cat or dog, and cool, like they're inquisitive, they're interested, they're checking it out. Cool, not reacting. We're maybe 15 feet away, maybe 10, maybe 5, maybe 2 feet away. Cool, cool. Okay, we're done. Let's go, let's go. Maybe that was just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds of, I'm interested in this new puppy. Okay, we're done. Let's walk away. Cool. So very, very short positive interaction. Okay, that's a win. What we don't want is if that same interaction were to start and it was like, cool, interested, new puppy, and then puppy makes a sudden movement, or tensions just rise over time. Just like with us people, if I greet someone for the first time, we shake hands, hi, how are you? Cool, and then I release and we have conversation. Like there's not going to be a whole lot of tension built up there, right? It was a very quick interaction. But if I meet somebody for the first time and I shake their hand, and I say, hi, how are you? And I continue to shake their hand. I'm doing this off camera. Continue to shake their hand, and I hold, and I'm still kind of in their bubble. Like every second that passes by, like it gets a little bit more tense, a little bit more uncomfortable, right? So when dogs are interacting with another animal for the first time, or they're just meeting, like same principle. The longer they're right there in each other's space, in each other's bubble, within a few feet of each other, tensions are gonna rise, right? Especially if there's like stiff body language, or if one of them is unsure, or if one of them is dominant. This obviously doesn't speak to scenarios if you've got two playful puppies and you put them together and they're just playing and romping around, whatever. But when we've got dogs that are kind of unsure of each other for any reason, like tensions are going to rise with each second that passes by. So like a 2-second encounter, cool. That 2-second encounter that went really, really well and was a success, if we would have allowed that to go for 10 seconds, maybe even just 8 seconds, maybe even just 5 seconds, like it might have gotten tense, and there might have been a negative response to that. Right, so be it the puppy makes a sudden movement, and then the dominant dog, the other dog, reacts or lunges or tries to do anything like that, or if it's just they're stiff, and 5 seconds goes by, and then somebody does. If it ends poorly, then it ends poorly, right? Then that's going to contribute to a negative interaction the next time. So all we're looking for is a positive interaction, even if it's just cool. We walked by and we were calm, and it was 2 seconds. Cool. Next time, maybe it's just 2 seconds again. Maybe it's 4 seconds, right? And we're going to very, very slowly build up over the course of a few days or a week until we're only going to progress. By progress, I mean allow them to get closer to each other as they stay in that calmer state of mind, right? So not pulling on the leash, not fixated, not posturing, very strong body language, just relatively relaxed. And they can be kind of excited, interested, but relatively relaxed, right? I'm not going to let them get any closer if they're not relaxed. And then when they can show me that they can be right next to each other and sniffing each other and still very, very relaxed, then they will start to interact more and maybe actually touch each other or be close enough to really sniff each other's butts or things like that. Again, this is I would say more so for if you're introducing a puppy into the house or a cat where you're only focused on one of the animals. Okay, so if we're introducing to a cat, like I'm not focused in any way, shape, or form on the behavior of the cat, right? I'm not trying to change that in any way. If we've got a puppy, a 10-week-old puppy, 15-week-old puppy, like that dog is, that's probably not going to have any kind of behaviors, most cases, that I'm trying to curb, right? That's just going to be a playful, giddy puppy, okay? If we have two adult dogs that both have potential to do harm to each other, or there's any concern, or really just two adult dogs, period, then I'm going to go about this differently. So should have clarified that at the beginning of the video. But so there's a whole different process that I would do for that. But if we've got like a brand new puppy or a cat that we're trying to introduce a dog to, that I'm only going to be focused on that one dog, and there's no potential for the other dog to react negatively because of the dominant dog, then that's generally how I'm going to go about it. It's going to be really short interactions that only get closer as I'm getting the behavior that I want. So hopefully that helps. And if you've got two adult dogs that you are trying to introduce to each other, search our YouTube page. I think I've got some videos that talks about that or shows that. If not, shoot us a comment or a message and I can do a video on that, or potentially even show that, which I show this process that I talk about with the cats in several of our videos, little snippets of that. So hopefully this helps. Let me know what questions or comments you have, and I'll talk to you later.